Hi guys, this is David Parrott. It's April 21st, 2017. And I'm going to give you a tour of the work that's going on to build the new bridge over Oregon Inlet at the end of South Knight's Head and the beginning of it ties it to Hatteras Island. So here we go. See what you think. First thing you notice is going to be quite a bit higher than the old one. And as you'll see further down when they get the bigger spans in, they're going to be wider apart where the boat goes through. Quite the undertaking. I was talking to a crane operator. We happened to run into him at a restaurant. It was about probably a month ago. And he said we had a dramatic increase in shift and wind all at one time, and it was all he could do to get one of these cranes laid down. It was mounted to a barge. He was out in the center section, and it whipped it around one way as the wind started picking up, and then the wind shifted and it whipped it around the other way. So that had to be exhilarating, because although the barge was anchored pretty good, it has a lot of weight. Beautiful day, April 21st, 2017. Another little tidbit of information you can see in the distance, these really tall pylons that the current bridge is on. Years ago, they had to bring out some boulders as big as a Volkswagen to stabilize the tallest pylons, because although they were 65 foot deep, there was nothing under them. The current that runs through this inlet is incredible. I've been out in my boat before drifting at 17 miles an hour, according to the GPS, with the motor off. So it's an amazing, you can see the Pamlico Sound dropping all this water with each tide change. This is the first inlet that you have north of Virginia Beach. The next one is in village, just at the end of Hatteras Island, between Hatteras Village and Ocracoke. So when you get that much water flow, it moves a lot of sand. While we're sitting here in traffic, the other thing I mentioned is you can see where the current spit of land stops. But years ago, long before beach driving permits were required, that spit of sand ran all the way over here to where you see this boat going through. And you could drive out there, and it was really neat. And some days when it was too windy to fish out into the ocean, you could keep driving south and head out to do some sound fishing. Looks like we're going to be sitting here a while with the traffic going back and forth, so I'm going to stop here and pick it up again when we get moving. Okay, so we're rolling again, and you can see in the distance what's called a hopper dredge. It's run by the Corps of Engineers. It's keeping the current boat channel open. What they do is suck up sand inside the front part of that dredge, and then they go offshore and dump it. It's quite an exercise in futility, because they can't possibly hardly keep up with the amount of sand that comes in that inlet every changing tide. So we're coming up on the span. If you've watched Wicked Tuna Outer Banks, this is the bridge that they were bumping into on their way out in some of the winters in the past. And the reason for that is the main channel was closed up, so they had to go further south. And as they go further south, the piling span gets narrower and narrower. It really wasn't designed to be a channel. And the current blowing one way and the wind blowing the other would throw them up against the pilings. I don't know if you can get a good view of this or not, but probably better than you can get in the boat. So yeah, he's got a big apron looking thing that drops down in there, and all these pumps pump the sand up into that front part. And I can't hardly tell if I'm holding it on it or not. But I don't want to miss this, which is one of the highest spans that you'll probably see here. So it'll be much higher going across. And again, as I mentioned, coming in, the spans will be themselves much wider apart. This is what you have in the old bridge, the width, and this is what you're going to have in the new. A lot of work going on, a lot of big cranes, and I reckon that's why it costs so much. There's a whole lot of money sitting there. The old life-saving station was rebuilt years ago after it was abandoned. This used to be the Coast Guard station, but they had so much trouble with it closing up around where they kept the boats, they had to abandon it, and they moved the news center right behind the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. This fence area on both sides is what we call the catwalk. It's a great fishing spot. Not sure if they're going to keep some of it open or not. There's a crew out there today. That's a pretty big crew on that boat. Let's see if you can, I doubt you can hear the pounding. Maybe when we go inside, get a little closer. If you look at the top of that last crane right there, they're pile driving down these concrete pilings. Now, of course, we're on the P Island refuge side. It starts Hatteras Island, and you can see the difference into how it offloads onto the island. Much higher, much more stable. It's been a long time coming, but I'm glad to see it under construction. So that's it for this tour. Hope you like my YouTube channel that this initially goes on, and my Facebook, David Parrott, P-E-R-R-O-T, OBX Real Estate is my Facebook business page. So thanks guys, see you next time.